Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Alex here, and this is the little Skyrim annotation I did for my previous video. If you haven't seen that, that's going to be down below. I do encourage you to click on that before, and I'm going a little bit more in depth into the Skyrim and Fallout 4 area of what I talked about in the first video. I wanted to kind of keep the first one short and do a couple other ones if you were interested. And the whole point of the video is to give you an idea of what's coming up to the channel. And both games feature mods, and I'm going to be using both of them. Skyrim, I'm going to start with Skyrim, then go to Fallout, and the whole idea behind Skyrim is I'm going to review some mods and stuff, which, if there's anything special about that, let me know and I'll look into it. But I'm looking at mods that are not going to break the game, like, for example here. As fun as it's going to sound, and I'm probably going to use it at some point to goof around and have fun, superhuman jumping, or God bows, God rings. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit more to changing the game a little bit, like maybe some more craftable items, some more followers. There was one mod that looked like it added friends. I'm going to use some mods like what this one looks like, which is, actually I'm not going to read it. I'm going off the picture, which I'm guessing you get a new horse to ride, and it's all flaming and stuff, which looks fun. And I'm going to try and keep it closer to an actual playable game that's kind of presents a challenge, like Blue Daedric Armor. That sounds cool. I'm probably download it and try it out and such. There's a few mods that add quest lines. I'm gonna do those. I'll try to do those, and it just changes the game a little, where it's a little bit more reasonable, like different size characters. There's one where it changes the looting system, so if I go into a Dwemer area, I'm going to get Dwemer weapons and not an Orcish axe. If I go into an Orc camp, I'm going to find Orc items. And I think that's fun because, I mean, to the point when you get Dwemer items and stuff, when you should, in my opinion of the game, is when you can actually beat them in a fight. If you want to get those items earlier and have a little bit of advantage, you're going to have to deal with a weight issue, but also you're going to have to actually fight for them. And you never know what you're going to get. And I have a few goofing around ones. A few of my friends wanted me to try out. Like the Dodo King Rabbit one. That one looks adorable. And I'm just going to play around with the mods. Same thing off the line of Fallout 4, although it's going to take me a while to go through 4,273. I'm going to use mods to change the game a little bit, but it's going to be more for the settlement end. I'm not actually going to do a playthrough of the game. There's plenty of those out already. I'm just going to follow with my settlement build guidelines. And I decided to put a slowdown on that one because the game was releasing DLC, things were changing, so I didn't want to build one thing, then have something else come out for the settlement builds that I could use to make it even better. I kind of want to wait towards the end and have all that done. And there's going to be some mods that's going to help me, like give me more items to build, clean up areas, and I'm going to go through those and pick those out. And I'll try them out. If I like them, I'll like them. If I don't, not for me. I mean, there's other people that like them. I encourage you to try them if they sound interesting to you. So I'm going to start back on the settlement build with Starlight Drive-In because I feel I kind of gypped people on that one. For the video, I think I posted it. Yeah. Here it is. I'll let you mute the video. And I'll jump to the end a little more. Right here. And as you can see, it's not too exciting. I made little camps and electric grid, and I'm going to go off of this and actually make an actual town out of it and give an actual settlement instead of a partial one, because it sounded like a good idea in my head at the time, but obviously it's not. So I'm going to start back from that one, redo it, and give a more and start actually working on settlements. If there's anything special you want to see in the Fallout or Skyrim area, leave a comment down below. The settlements, I'm pretty much just going to go off of popular demand. I have some sort of a list, and I'll toss that in the video towards the end so you can see it. And hopefully you enjoy the videos, which I hope you do. That's pretty much it for this episode. So leave a comment if there's anything interesting you want to see. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. As I mentioned in the previous video, when I hit 100 followers, I'm going to do some sort of a contest. As I get closer to hitting that goal, I'm going to actually figure things out. And other than that, this is Sergeant Alex, and I hope you have a nice day.